What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from AskNickFoy.com. Today's video we're talking about Pinterest and specifically a tool you can use called Tailwind. So if you go to AskNickFoy.com/Tailwind, that affiliate link is going to take you over here to this tool where you can learn more about it, and I do earn a affiliate fee if you decide to use my link, asknickfoy.com/Tailwind. So what Tailwind is it's a Pinterest scheduling tool. So over here under Publish, I can save different pins off of Pinterest to the drafts folder, and then later I can come in here and schedule them so that they automatically pin out for me on a certain schedule. I can set how many pins I want to pin per day, and I could start filling my feed several weeks, several months out, and it'll auto pin for me. So really I don't even have to get on Pinterest for a few months if I've auto scheduled everything out for a while. But what I like to use it for is the virality score and the engagement. So the different analytics that you get access to that you don't get access to on Pinterest itself. So when you sign up for a Pinterest business account, they give you analytics such as your impressions, clicks, repins, but Tailwind offers these other analytics that I think are pretty important to showing you, what separates a successful Pinterest account from your average account. So here we are under the profile performance tab, which you can find down here, kind of under the monitor your domain. You got track your brand page, and then there's this profile performance. If I can scroll down here, so it shows me how my profile is doing, and I can also see board insights, so looking at my different Pinterest boards. So under profile performance, you can see my golf account only has 318 followers, which is pretty low considering on Instagram I've got almost 28,000 followers. So I have way less followers on Pinterest than I do on Instagram, but Pinterest actually sends me over 20 to 30,000 visitors per month on average, whereas Instagram is only sending me 50 to 100 people to my website per month. So that's why Pinterest is so much more powerful. It can send lots more traffic than any other platform you're on, and you can do it without having a lot of followers. So that being said, that after showing you the followers there, we've got pins here. So I've pinned 628 pins to my account, and I've gotten 4,839 repins. So down here they calculate your virality score. So that's just your repins compared to your pins. So since I've only pinned 628 times compared to 4,839 repins, if you do the math and you divide how many repins I've gotten out of my 628 pins, it works out that on average every pin gets about 7.7 repins. So that's a pretty good indicator of how your account's going to do. The better your virality score is, the more important you are in the eyes of Pinterest. So they're going to show your pins higher in the search feed, and that's how you're going to outrank your competition for different keywords that you're targeting on Pinterest. So Pinterest SEO is important, just like Google SEO is, trying to get your blog articles and web pages ranking in Google. If you learn Pinterest SEO, you can start ranking your pins higher in the search feed on Pinterest so that more people get reached, which is called impressions, and that'll lead to more people clicking on your pins, repinning them, or clicking through to your website. And then we've got the engagement score. So you can see down here it shows whether it's a 30-day new high or not. So my 30-day average has been a 24.33. So I've been dipping just slightly below my 30-day average. And then engagement rate is how percent of your pins have at least one repin. So again, I've pinned 628 pins to my different boards on my account, and it's telling me that 66%, so about 2/3 of those, have gotten at least one repin. So you're looking at roughly 400, 420 pins, somewhere in there, have gotten at least one repin, and I've got about 200 and some pins that haven't gotten any repins. So they're not getting any engagement is basically what it's saying. So that those pins that are underperforming, you could go in and delete them if you wanted to, but The only thing I caution about deleting a lot of pins is, it's a long-term game. So maybe down the road, some of those pins start taking off, they start getting found, getting repinned, and you would have missed out on all that traffic because you went in and deleted them. So that's just, my tips here under profile performance. You want to pay attention to virality score. If your score is less than 1, that means that you've got more pins than you do repins. Now, in my case, I've got way more repins than pins, so that's why I've got a high virality score, and that's why a lot of my pins rank well on Pinterest. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Pinterest here, and I'll show you an example or two of some of my pins that are ranking really high. And I do believe it's because Pinterest scores my account as really well engaged, and so therefore they give my pins more weight over my competitors, and so it helps me rank ahead of all my competitors. Alright, so here we are back on Pinterest, and I'm actually in my marketing account, Ask Nick Foy. So I've been, kind of experimenting with this strategy that I saw working with my golf account. So recently, I started deleting some underperforming pins, started repinning, doing more activity on my Nick Foy account, and I saw my monthly views has started going up from about 16,000 up to 21,000. So it's that virality score, I've kind of proven that it does work because I've tested it on a few other accounts in addition to my golf account. So what I'm going to do though is type in, let's say somebody was searching for golf chipping tips, and I use this example a lot, but this is one of the terms, somebody might get on Pinterest looking for pins relevant to this if they're in the golf space, which is what my website's about. So here, right away I can see 3 of my pins from my Golf Practice Guides account are ranking in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot, which is kind of cool. So you've got this pin here that's got over 5,000 repins, and then we've got some of my pins that are ranking here. So it's just goes to show, if I scroll down here, you can see even more of my pins that are ranking for this term. So by having all these different pins of mine ranking for this term, I'm kind of dominating this keyword search term. So anybody that types in this term, they're likely going to see my pins, and that's going to allow, one of these pins of mine to get clicked on and send them back to my website. So that's the, kind of the power of learning Pinterest SEO, is trying to get your pins to rank up here at the very top for a search term. Because if you think about, if you scroll down how many different pins there are that people have pinned, there's hundreds and thousands of pins. So to get your pin ranking up here at the top, you're going to get most of the eyes, most of the clicks, most of the people are going to see your pins that aren't going to take the time to scroll way down the feed. So that's where we're going to go into profitable Pinterest traffic, which is a program I actually just got done designing and publishing. So I've been working on Pinterest now for several months, seen lots of success from it. And, I wanted to help a lot of beginners get started learning Pinterest, because I get a lot of emails, a lot of questions, a lot of comments on blog articles, about how to use Pinterest to grow their website traffic. That's become the new tool and new secret that's kind of out of the bag, that bloggers are using Pinterest to drive traffic to their website because it's way more effective than trying to rank in Google or spending thousands of dollars on Facebook ads. Instead, Pinterest is free traffic, and with a little bit of work and learning how the search engine works here on Pinterest, you could start getting your pins to reach more and more people and get more traffic back to your website. So I went ahead and created Profitable Pinterest Traffic. It's a step-by-step training program. It's got, I believe, 8 or maybe it's up to 10 now. I think I've got about 10 modules now, and each module's got 5 to 6 lessons in it. So you're getting, anywhere from 50 to 60 video lessons in this training program that's going to walk you step by step through all the different phases of becoming a master of Pinterest. So you're going to learn how to set up your account from scratch if you're brand new to Pinterest, how to convert it to a business account so you have the analytics and the ads buttons up here on the left-hand side. So those are going to be important. Then once you got your business account set up, you can actually get rich pins, which it allows you to have this bold text here. And then when somebody clicks on your pin, it's going to show them the meta description and title from your blog post. So here it pulled the description that, I used out on Google on my meta description. So this same description shows up on Google as it does here in Pinterest, and then it shows that it's an article from my website. It's got the read it button, and then when I uploaded the pin, I wrote in my own description. So it kind of does both. It shows the description I typed in when I uploaded the pin to Pinterest, but it also pulls my meta description I use in my blog article. So it pulls some data from your article to help be more relevant to the users, and then it's got the bold, so that way it's a rich pin. So we'll show you how to get your account set up, how to set up your boards, how to optimize them for Pinterest SEO using descriptions, pin descriptions, profile descriptions, board descriptions, image, putting the keywords in your image file names. So we'll walk you through all the basics, and then we'll start getting into the more advanced modules, how to promote pins on your website, how to use the social share bars on your website to get more people following you on Pinterest, how to join group boards to effectively get your pins seen, get them repinned to get your engagement score up. And then, we talk about Tailwind, how to schedule pins. So you're going to learn a lot in the program. So if you want to check it out, it'll be the first link in the bio in this video, or it'll be, one of those top links. I'm also going to link to Tailwind. Again, it's asknickfoy.com/Tailwind. That's the affiliate link I would love if you would use, because it helps tell Tailwind I sent you, and it's going to get us both a free month. So by using my affiliate link, you're going to get yourself a free month of Tailwind, and it's also going to credit me with a free month so I can continue using them without having to pay as much money to them. So it helps both of us out. But this is a great tool that's got other analytics. Not only can you see followers, pins, repins, comments, you can see your daily follower growth, virality score, engagement rate, and then you can even go into your board insights here and see which boards are doing best. So my blog, I have a board for my blog. So anything coming from golfpracticeguides.com, I've pinned 200 pins, and those have gotten 4,250 repins, giving me a virality score of almost 21. So on average, every time I pin a pin to this board, it gets about 20 to 21 repins on average, which is pretty crazy. And that's got a high engagement score. And then I can go down here and see my other boards, how they're doing. So these boards all have virality scores above 1, which is what you want. So I can go in then specifically click on each board to then see which pins are doing the best. And then they've got lots of other features. They've got, the scheduling tool here if you want to schedule pins to publish for you on autopilot. So check Tailwind out. Again, I'll link to it below in this video. And then if you want to join that Pinterest master course, it's one of the top of the line Pinterest courses out there. I studied lots of other Pinterest courses out there that I paid anywhere from $200 to $800 to $1,000 for. There's a lot of crazy expensive courses out there, and I went ahead and went through all those courses, and they all kind of cover the exact same stuff. So I've got all that material in my course and a lot of bonus content that I went deeper into that these other courses missed, and as well as some experiments that I've tested on my own that I found to work with growing my golf account. So check that out as well, and make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video lesson. If you learned something new, give me your feedback below in the comments, and be sure to subscribe. I upload videos every single day to my YouTube channel as often as I can. So thanks so much for being here, and I will see you guys if you become students in Pinterest traffic.